few bumps, jumps, and jolts, I made it here to Magneto Lake again for a 2-night solo trip in the spring. I've managed to get everything down into one bag. That's basically all I'm taking, plus the stuff in my canoe. 2 short portages to Ralph Bice. I've heard nothing but good things about this lake. It's a little buggy here, so I'm going to get on the lake as soon as I can. But it's a lovely day, pretty good forecast. One thing is though, you know how I always forget something? Well, this time I forgot my life jacket. Normally I would not go out without a life jacket. This is pretty stupid of me, but what can you do, right? I'll have to fashion my pack floats, etc. I'll be alright. And I'm a very strong swimmer. If you're a novice canoeist, a novice swimmer, even just a regular person who goes camping all the time, I can't suggest life jackets enough, but this is a special thing. I'm getting eaten though, because it is June, so I will have to pack my camera up. We'll see you on Ralph Bice though. So, I'm done the portaging for the day. That's a handy feature. I only had like 400 meters of portaging, but my portaging machine's going really well. I'll show you what I've got set up. So, got these little dingle ball things. They just sort of snap around each other, and there's a hook on it too, where I just slide my paddles into. I bring 2 paddles when I go solo, so that if I drop one, I'm not up the creek without a paddle, so to speak. And I put my bag right here so that it's mimicking weight at the front. Makes it easier to paddle into the wind. Like I said earlier, I got everything into one pack, which is really nice. The MEC dry bag, I really like it. Feels great when you're portaging, and you can stuff a lot of gear into it. So I put that on my back, put the canoe on my head, and off I go. It felt really, really good actually. I managed to get through this incredibly easy, way easier than any of the portages last time, and I like this setup. I think I could go pretty far pretty quickly with the way this is all sort of set up. The only limiting factor I think would be temperature and food. Anyways, this is Ralph Bice. It's a bit windy, but not too bad. Should be able to get out there and set up site nice and easy. Okie dokie. I've made it to a site. It's basically the first site on Ralph Bice, but the wind's picked up and I'm solo and I don't have a life jacket. So I'm being relatively smart and stopping here. At least for tonight. I might pack up and move tomorrow, but because the wind's supposed to die down. But right now it's looking pretty nice. The site's fairly open and gigantic, but with the wind blowing right in, the bugs aren't too bad. There's plenty to explore, tons of wood. I already had to use the Thunderbox, and it was more than adequate. Should be a good place to spend the afternoon and evening as I sort of look around, see what this lake has to offer. Holy moly, just went for a quick dip, just sort of refresh myself. It definitely worked, but whew, water's brisk. Even for second last day of spring, it's still spring. That being said, it is a big lake and I am furthest downwind, but wouldn't want to dump into that without a backup plan. Holy moly. But got a little fire going already just to burn out some of the garbage left over, and gonna try to go warm up by it now, I think. Perfect. What's for dinner, you might ask? Glad you mentioned it. Tonight we have chicken and rice. And it's not instant rice either, it's regular basmati rice. Can't wait. Hands down, this is some of the best chicken I've ever made. I don't know, it's something about the campfire, but oh my god. I slept like a log last night. It's really nice, actually. A little cold, but it's June. Almost summer though. Tomorrow is summer, so bully. Wind's still present, but it's definitely less than yesterday, at least right now. So I think I'm gonna finish up my coffee, have some breakfast, then head out. I just realized that across the way there's a big pile of bleached driftwood that I might try to scoop some up. Burnt through a lot of wood last night, and it's all kind of punky around here, but I would not mind some supplementary burning material. Well, the wind's picked up again, unfortunately, which is going to put the kibosh on my exploration idea. Without a life jacket, because I'm an idiot, it would just be dangerous to go out on what is pretty big water alone. However, I did manage to struggle across the lake to chop down some driftwood. That was an ordeal. I mean, this big piece here, I had to basically cut down over my head and then rip off and place down gently in the canoe. But I'm definitely glad I did it, for no other reason than to get away from the site for even half an hour. But it wasn't too far a jaunt, but I had to make pretty big cuts. It's right over there, but I had to go that way and then over. Oh well, back to chopping. Well, that was fun. Just came back in from fishing and everything went wrong. The wind picked back up, so I couldn't really steer. The weight I had on to get the nice Williams warbler down to fish level was too heavy, so I couldn't really move. And then my braided line snapped. It's the second time it's done this weekend, so insofar I've lost probably $15 worth of lures, and the weight that I bought for like $20, because they're not cheap, is also useless for me. Whatever, I can give that to my cousin who fishes with that kind of gear fairly regularly, but I'm a little bit upset. Although the day is still nice. If it calms down in the evening, I might just go out for a paddle. It's about 1 o'clock now, so we're on the downstroke of the trip, it seems. Oh well. So after about 24 hours without any neighbors, now I've got 2 boats over there, and 1 boat further down the way over there. Can't say I'm surprised. I mean, this is a very popular lake, and it's very close to an access point, so I suppose it's to be expected. There'll be a couple more dots around the lake tonight. Doesn't it just figure? Last morning, and it is absolutely gorgeous out. Loons are calling, the lake's dead quiet, like glass. Almost. For a big lake, it's probably as calm as it's gonna get. And, I've gotta go. Well, there's not much to do, really. I'm just gonna put on coffee and, pack up the tent. You might notice an image quality difference between this and my regular videos. I've actually had to go back to my cell phone for video. My regular camera's entirely out of batteries. I brought 3, and each one showed full at the beginning of the trip, but I've got a feeling that I was lied to. That being said, temperature differences can affect batteries in ways I do not understand, so yeah. I think I'm about to head out soon, though.